Welcome back to Reflections with Emrys. Let's take a moment to see what each symbol has to offer today. Today's symbols are the adder, the rune, Perthro, and the or also known as the heather. The adder is a symbol of renewal, instinctive protection, and the quiet power of transformation. At its core, the adder teaches shedding. What's outgrown can be released without drama or apology. It carries deep sensitivity to the unseen, sensing vibration, timing, and threat before anything is obvious. The adder also represents boundaries that are instinctual, not aggressive, just clear. It reminds you that healing is often private, occurring beneath the surface before it shows on the outside. And it holds a kind of sacred caution, wisdom that knows when to move and when to stay still. In life, the adder may show up when you're in a season of change where an old skin no longer fits roles, habits, relationships, or self-image. It can appear when you're learning to trust your body's signals, especially around people or environments that drain you. You might feel called to simplify, to protect your peace, and to stop explaining your boundaries to those who won't respect them. The adder also arrives when you're learning that transformation doesn't always need an audience, it needs honesty. And it may be reminding you that you can be gentle and still be untouchable. Its reflection is this: release what you've outgrown with calm courage. Let your boundaries be clean, not bitter. Trust the signals that rise in you before words arrive, and allow your renewal to be quiet, steady, and real. Perthro is a rune of mystery, fate, and what is revealed in divine timing. At its core, Perthro speaks to the hidden pattern, the part of life that can't be controlled, only participated with. It holds the energy of the unknown, the closed hand, the covered cup, the story that hasn't turned its page yet. Perthro reminds you that not everything is meant to be figured out immediately. Some truths unfold when you're ready to hold them. It also carries the sense of chance and choice dancing together, destiny meeting your decisions. And it teaches trust, not blind trust, but a willingness to stay present with uncertainty. In life, Perthro may show up when you're standing at a crossroads and the outcome isn't clear yet. It can appear when you're tempted to force answers, checking, chasing, overthinking, because not knowing feels unbearable. You might be learning to let life show you what it's doing instead of trying to interrogate it. Perthro also arrives when synchronicities are increasing, as if something unseen is gently arranging doors and timing. And it can suggest that a secret, within you or around you, is ready to be acknowledged with care. Its reflection is this: let mystery be a companion, not a threat. Stay close to your intuition without demanding certainty. Notice what keeps repeating, what keeps calling, what keeps nudging you forward. And trust that what is meant to be known will arrive in the right moment, clear, undeniable, and yours to carry. Or, the heather is an ohm of resilience, gentle protection, and thriving in challenging conditions. At its core, heather grows where other things struggle, teaching persistence without harshness. It symbolizes quiet strength, the kind that doesn't announce itself, but endures. Heather also carries a soft protective energy, like a natural balm for the spirit after long strain. It reminds you that tenderness is not weakness. It's a living form of courage. And it speaks to community in a subtle way. Patches of heather spreading together, creating beauty through collective steadiness. In life, heather may show up when you've been through something that took more from you than you admitted. It can appear when you're rebuilding confidence, learning to trust that you can handle life again. You might feel called to create small rituals of care, rest, nourishment, gentleness, supportive friendships, so your strength has somewhere to replenish. Heather also arrives when you're learning to survive without becoming hardened. And it can remind you that even in rough terrain, you can still bloom. Its reflection is this: let your resilience stay soft. You don't have to turn sharp to stay safe. Protect your spirit with daily kindness, not just emergency defenses. And remember, your ability to bloom after difficulty is proof of your power. When we look at these three symbols together, the adder, Perthro, and a clear theme begins to form. The adder brings shedding and instinct. Perthro brings mystery and unfolding fate. Brings resilience and gentle protection. Together, they suggest a hidden turning point, one where you're releasing an old skin, trusting what you can't yet name, and choosing to protect your softness as you change. The adder shows you what must be shed to move forward unburdened. Perthro reminds you that you don't need the full map for the next step, only presence and trust. And heather steadies the whole process, offering patience, recovery, and the promise that you can thrive even in uncertain terrain. The Adder encourages you to listen to your instincts and let go cleanly. Perthro invites you to make room for the unknown to reveal itself. RWE reminds you to endure with gentleness and to let care be part of your strength. The mood here is quiet, watchful, and strangely hopeful, like the moment before a truth surfaces. It teaches that transformation doesn't require force. It requires readiness. It also suggests that what's coming next may feel uncertain, but it isn't unsafe if you stay connected to your instincts and your self-respect. This combination asks you to protect your energy while you're in between, and to let mystery work for you instead of against you. Today's reflection is this: shed what no longer fits, trust what is quietly unfolding, and let your resilience remain soft as you bloom again. Thank you for joining me. I'll meet you in the next reflection.